So you'd think picking a partner from a list of the top 10 marketing agencies in Dubai for 2026 would be a walk in the park, right? I mean, you just search Google, open a few tabs, ask for a couple of proposals, and simply go with the one that has the flashiest presentation. Well, let's dive right into this, because in today's explainer, I'm here to completely shatter that illusion for you. Honestly, that exact process is exactly how companies end up trapped. I want you to ask yourself a seriously crucial question right off the bat. Why do companies consistently waste 12 whole months of their marketing budget? Because it happens literally every single day. You pick a partner based purely on a nice Google search and a glossy PDF, and suddenly, boom, a year goes by, the budget is totally gone, and you're just left scratching your head wondering what went wrong.
Here's the painful reality. When you choose the wrong partner, it's not that you get absolutely nothing. Instead, you get this incredibly frustrating illusion of progress. You get gorgeous, attractive social media posts. You get these complicated performance reports that show a huge spike in impressions and clicks. You might even get a handful of questionable leads with names like Mickey Mouse. But the fatal flaw? There is absolutely zero clear connection to actual revenue. It's a massive disconnect between vanity metrics, the numbers that look great on a slide but don't actually pay the bills, and the actual dollars in your bank account. Now, to really put the market into perspective, just take a look at this massive number, 71,830. That is the shocking number of brand new companies that joined the Dubai Chamber of Commerce in 2025 alone. That brings their active membership up to nearly 300,000. Combine that with the fact that there are roughly 12.5 million social media users in the UAE, and it creates a very real, very intense sense of urgency. Your competitors? They aren't waiting around. They are investing heavily right now, which means your choice of agency is either going to help you catch up and dominate, or it's going to drain your budget while you stay completely stagnant.
Section 1. Smart Selection Criteria. How to genuinely evaluate a partner.
So how on earth do we actually cut through all that noise? Well, the source report we're breaking down today uses 6 incredibly smart criteria to evaluate the market. First up is range of services. Can this agency actually connect multiple parts of your customer's journey? Second, Dubai and UAE market fit. Do they truly understand the nuances of this specific region? Third, strategic capability. Are they diagnosing your real business problems, or are they just trying to sell you an off-the-shelf package? Fourth is technical capability. Can they actually build the software you might need? Fifth, specialization. What is their undeniable core strength? And finally, suitability for different businesses. Because let's be real, the perfect agency for a massive global enterprise is probably not the right fit for a lean 5-person startup.
What I found super fascinating here is that the idea of the best agency is entirely subjective. This matrix unveils the report's top recommendations based purely on specific requirements. It proves that the quote-unquote best agency depends completely on identifying what your specific business superpower requirement is. Need an overall integrated partner? The report points straight to Udjat. Need deep custom software along with marketing? Brightery. What about enterprise-level HubSpot implementation? Nexa. Pure specialist SEO dominance? That's SEO Sherpa. Regional MENA performance? Chain Reaction. And if you need luxury visual production, it's Astudio. Let's break some of these down.
Section 2. The integrated agency leaders, connecting the whole journey. All right, so here's the typical disconnected approach we see all the time. You hire a media agency, and they successfully get you ad clicks. Awesome. But if you have a poor, clunky website, those clicks just don't convert, and that equals a completely wasted budget. Now, contrast that with the integrated approach that the source report heavily favors for actual growth. This model seamlessly combines business strategy, SEO, web development, and marketing automation to actually drive revenue. All the moving parts are finally talking to each other.
Let's see how this plays out in the real world with a scenario pulled straight from the report. Imagine a healthcare company running meta ads on Facebook and Instagram. They are getting leads, sure, but the inquiries coming in are completely irrelevant to what they actually do. On top of that, their website doesn't clearly explain their services, and the sales team has absolutely no way to track which specific campaign generated the consultations they do manage to book. Naturally, management just assumes the advertising is bad. It's a massive and honestly super common bottleneck.
Now, this exact scenario is why the report ranks Udjat as the #1 overall agency. Udjat doesn't just try to optimize the ad in isolation. They step back and fix the entire commercial journey. They improve the audience targeting and dial in the campaign messaging, absolutely. But then they go further and optimize the landing pages so that traffic actually converts. They integrate proper conversion tracking, and they automate the follow-ups right inside your CRM, your customer relationship management software, so your sales team literally never drops the ball.
It's really interesting to compare the number 1 and number 2 ranked agencies here. First, as we just saw, we have Udjat. They offer this broad, highly integrated marketing and technology model that is perfectly suited for growing SMEs, those small and medium-sized enterprises that desperately need a connected direction. But then you have Brightery at number 2. They bring a totally different superpower to the table: deep technical marketing and custom software development. They are the absolute go-to when a standard, out-of-the-box WordPress template simply won't cut it.
Let's look at a scenario where a technical-first agency like Brightery is the absolute necessary choice. Say a retailer needs a brand new online store, but they don't just need a basic website, right? They need real-time inventory synchronization across multiple physical locations. They need a custom mobile app built from scratch, complex payment integrations, and specialized marketing automation to recover abandoned carts. If you try to use separate, specialized suppliers for all of this, you are suddenly managing 5 different, chaotic projects. With Brightery, it's one partner seamlessly executing a highly complex technical operation.
Section 3. Specialists in Search and Tech, dominating specific technical niches.
But hey, what if you actually don't need a broad, integrated approach? Well, here we have a fantastic contrast in pure specialization. Take Nexa, sitting at rank 3. Their superpower is enterprise growth. They are the absolute masters of massive implementations of platforms like HubSpot, and they specialize in managing those very long, complex B2B or business-to-business sales cycles. Contrast that with SEO Sherpa. They are a pure, laser-focused specialist. They don't try to be a full creative agency. Instead, they bring extreme focus to dominating competitive organic search markets through deep technical SEO and digital PR. If your single biggest problem is just ranking on Google, this is the superpower you deploy.
Moving quickly through the rest of the highly ranked specialists in the report, we've got Chain Reaction, bringing a powerful superpower for regional MENA integrated performance, which is perfect if your campaigns need to cross borders and languages effectively. Then there's Digital Gravity. They excel when your core bottleneck is the digital platform itself, like a major web redesign or a complex mobile app build. Prism Digital offers an incredibly broad digital portfolio for multi-channel SMEs who want everything under one roof. And finally, Global Media Insight brings a massive 26-year history to the table, making them highly attractive to very structured, heavily established organizations.
Section 4. Masters of Luxury and Content, winning through premium aesthetics and language.
Our final category from the source material reveals a brilliant divide when it comes to content creation. Take Astudio, for example. If you operate in high fashion, luxury real estate, or premium hospitality, you don't just need basic leads, you need a boutique, cinematic visual aesthetic. That is literally Astudio's entire focus. On the complete other end of the spectrum, we have 7G Media. Their specific superpower is specializing in formal, highly structured bilingual Arabic and English content. This makes them the absolute go-to for corporate communications and complex government messaging where the translation simply must be flawless.
Section 5. Making your final decision. Choosing your 2026 growth partner.
So with all these incredible options on the table, how do you actually make a choice? Well, the report features this absolutely incredible core insight. It says, the agency market is filled with specialists, but businesses rarely experience their problems in neat specialist categories. Wow. I mean, this is the whole ballgame right here. Think about it. Your marketing problem might start with a weak ad on Facebook, but it actually ends with a bad website experience, totally missing data, and absolutely zero automated follow-up. Identifying your exact messy business bottleneck is the true key to hiring the right agency.
So I want you to take a hard look at your own business right now. What is truly holding you back? Is it your technology stack? Is it your organic search rankings? Or is it a total lack of a unified, integrated strategy across the board? Which agency's superpower fits your exact 2026 growth bottleneck? Think really deeply about that. Identify your true problem, and I would absolutely love for you to leave a comment below with your thoughts. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you on the next one.